back to the channel. It's Shay. Thanks so much for tuning in. So today we're going to be doing a holiday or Christmas makeup tutorial. The look that I am going to be showing you guys I have done before. I didn't want to spruce anything new without knowing the results. So simple, classy, but also very like glam look for the holidays. I haven't did a makeup tutorial in a very long time, so please bear with me, but stay tuned. We'll jump right into it. Okay guys, we're gonna jump right into it. So as always, you guys know I'm gonna start with a primer water and a primer. So the primer water that I'm going to be using today is by Wet n Wild. It is their coconut primer water, and I'm also going to use a Wet n Wild matte primer along with the Prime and Fine Catrice Primer. You can find the Catrice brand in Ulta. They are included in an affordable drugstore brand. So as I'm getting this together, guys, I just want you to bear with me because I attempted to film on my beauty camera today and actually kind of found out that apparently I updated my Mac, and the update that I did is not compatible with my camera's program. And it's not necessarily Apple's fault, it's more of Canon's. I don't want to say their fault, but they just need to kind of be up to date with Apple and what they're doing, I'm guessing. So I went through this whole thing where I was like trying to watch a video on how to get it to set up properly, and basically I just came to the conclusion that I was going to record for you guys on my vlogging camera. So the only like cons with the vlogging camera, it's not as I don't know, I guess we'll see once I post this. I feel like, oh my gosh guys, look at how much primer I just squirted all over my hand. But I feel like you can't see the quality as much. I'm no way gonna use all this. I feel like you can't see the quality as great with the vlogging camera, like beauty wise, but I might be in for a surprise once I post this, so we'll see. But holiday looks. So holiday looks for me, guys, I simply just like a really pop eye and a really pop lip, and everything else kind of low key, if that makes any sense. And I don't know why it's taking me 10 million years to prime my face. It's because I put too much of that freaking matte primer. I might do my brows off camera just to save you guys the sanity, as I did in my last video. But if anybody would like a brow tutorial, I will do one on a really good day when I'm actually decent at brows, because it's always hit or miss. I don't know if anybody else gets this way, but there's some days my brows look bomb, and let me tell y'all, those are the days I'm either filming something or not going nowhere. And then like once I have somewhere to go, it's like, nah, we about to make these brows look crazy. So it's just like I can't win. But let me go ahead and okay, so we're gonna let this set, and then we'll go ahead and get started on, I'll do the brows, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll do some eyes. As I always tell you, brows are hit and miss. I think this one's a miss and this one's a hit, but we're just gonna continue on with the tutorial. So the next thing I'm gonna pull out is my NYX Proof It eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna use this on both the lids just to kind of get them set and ready for the eye look that I'm thinking today. I really think I want to do like a gold type look. I know this is not really outside my comfort zone. I thought about doing red, and I was just trying to go through my palette to figure out what would be the best red for my skin tone. I know a lot of people have used the James Charles palette to create Christmas looks, and it looks amazing. You guys just know I'm like, when it comes to makeup, especially now more than I used to be. I used to be able to do all these extravagant, crazy looks and I'll be fine. But now I'm getting to the point, I think the age where I just look for comfort. Like I know if I have to go to a holiday party or something like that, I'm not going to be wearing, not to say I'll wear red or green, but I'm just not going to be doing all these crazy out there looks like I used to. And I actually miss it because I feel like I wish I had a YouTube then when I was doing all these crazy looks or whatever. So I don't really put much of this primer on. I put like a dab or two. I might go in with a little bit more because I'm going to end up probably setting it with whatever is my crease color anyway. But I feel like it just makes your lid a little bit more sticky, so when you do go to add the eyeshadow, it stands out more. Another thing I noticed too, if some of you guys do your eyeshadow before your foundation like me and you think it doesn't really come out right, once you do your foundation, your eyeshadow will pop because you have a flat base against a flat base, if that makes any sense. So if you ever get to a point where you're like, what the heck is wrong? Why my eyes don't pop like I want them to? Do your foundation, and then if you have to go back and do more to your eyes, go back, but see how it looks with your foundation first, and then you'll be set. So I just primed those lids. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Makeup Revolution palette today, and I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys on my channel before, but this is the Jewel Collection in Gilded, I think is how you say it. I'll put it down below or put it in the description box also. This palette, y'all, when I show you it, is so pretty. Like, oh my gosh. Look at these colors, and y'all already know, y'all see a dent in this, we're definitely using this today. But there's a bunch of neutrals in here, there's matte colors. I'm trying not to give you guys the reflection of the mirror. Matte colors, we have a nice black in here, and these golds, like, it makes it to the point where you don't have to use pigment really to get a nice gold look. So we're definitely going to go into this palette and get our holiday look today, so stay tuned. We gonna get this done. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off, I think, with this shade up here, Irreplaceable, as my crease color and to set my base. And then as I grab the other colors along in here, I will keep you guys updated. So we're gonna start off with this brown. It's just gonna set, and it's just like a kind of like a skin tone. And as I'm applying it, I actually realize it's a little bit more darker than my skin tone. So sometimes if this ever happens, I can go into something else, kind of like Confession over here, and I will mix the two, basically to kind of get that. I just want it like a fleshy look. And I'm actually looking at Confession too, and Confession is very deep. So y'all know what? We already got these two lids. Colors on my lids. I'm not going to go in with anything else because it's just going to get really tacky. So sometimes I think either the palettes are really pigmented or I underestimate my skin tone. I don't know. But this is like just a chocolate look right now, but that's fine because that is kind of where I want to go with the gold eyes. So that's all good. Sometimes you gotta do a trial and error. I did this look a very long time ago too, and I think I did the same thing. But normally I would look for a fleshy color, especially for now that I'm going in my crease. And I actually might go in later in the crease and add a fleshy color just so everything will blend good. But right now I don't want to do any extra mixing. I want to leave this little chocolate brown on here and let her set my lid ever so gently. Okay, I'm starting to sound like Auntie Jackie. I'm not trying to bite off her. It's just the fact that I watch these, I guess, makeup tutorials so much. Sometimes I'm literally sitting there doing my makeup without doing this tutorial, and I feel like I sound like some of them. Alright, so I think I'm going to take Sweet Life. She's a little bit more fleshy. And I'm going to go, I don't want to say this is going to be a cut crease, but I'm literally going to go and, like, do my crease with the shade. Cut crease, I would get a concealer or my primer, and I would literally cut the crease, but we're not doing much of that today. But I am going to use this shade just over the crease to kind of create a contrast and also kind of lead me to what I want to do with this gold look that I'm going to do. These mattes on my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and try to like blend them together somewhat with this same brush I used for that shade. Okay guys, now we're about to get glitterified. So I'm really feeling Mesmeric, which I've used before, and Alluring is also pretty as well. I'm just going to bring it in a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can see those colors right there. These two look super good, so I'm going to go ahead and start getting those on the eye. It's almost similar to a cut crease what I'm doing. I'm just not, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not doing, like, I don't want it to be profound. I'm going to end up trying to blend this where it looks like my whole, even though the gold will be here, it'll be like a whole, I don't know how to explain it. You guys will see. So for this color, I do spray my brush before and after because I just feel like that'll pick it up better. And for Drugstore spray, I'm using the Stay Matte Rimmel Fix and Go. Alright, I'm going to go in, I think, with Mesmeric first because I've used that and I know kind of how she plays. And then I think I'm going to use Alluring probably towards the outside of that. So I am going to get the mirror up a little bit close to me, guys, to do this, just so I can kind of see, so excuse that. So I have mesmerizing on the lids. As you can see, it's a little, like I said, messy, just because I know how to do the cleanup effect. And if you ever have to do this, don't hesitate. Glitter can be a little bit hard, and as you guys can see, I'm still going in with some of this. But so I'm gonna take that blending brush I did earlier with like the crease colors and all that, and first I'm gonna use that just above that lid to kind of soften it out. This is one of my cleanup techniques. And then what I think I want to do is, I'm going to try this. This is all like trial and error today, y'all. I'm going to take that alluring color that was right next to Mesmeric, and it's not as chrome toned, and I'm not going to spray my brush, and I'm just going to go to the outside, kind of do like a, almost like an ombre type gold, like a light gold to dark gold. So the foundation that I'm going to use today is going to be the Loreal Freshwear foundation. I'm in the shade 515. I believe the name of the shade is, I feel like it's something that starts with a T, but I'll put it down in the description box below. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to use my Morphe 439 brush. Not exactly a drugstore brush, but I think it's only 15 or 16 bucks if I remember correctly. And I always spray my brush before I go in foundation. This foundation, it's literally what it says, Freshwear. And I feel like it is, even though I put on a matte primer, it's going to be the best for me for the winter, because in the winter, even though I need matte to keep me from getting oily, I also need a good, like, not dewy, but like an in-between foundation, so I can take care of both aspects of my skin. I can get real dry, I can get real oily, and I just feel like this does the trick for both. In the summer, this foundation was good because it has SPF in it too, so. Hard to edit, because first I was deciding, do I want to talk? Then I was like, I don't want to talk. I'm just going to do it and put it in fast forward so you guys can see the look. But I feel like if I don't talk, it's just like, not that it's boring, because I like watching makeup tutorials where you just watch them do everything, but I feel like, I don't know, I like talking. I like talking while I do my makeup. It helps. Alright, we're going to head right into concealer. So the concealers I'm going to be using today, I'm going to do a mixture, and this has been like my favorite mixture for the past couple weeks. I do my Colourpop No Filter concealer with the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer, and this seems to work really, really good for me. I was going to color correct. I actually forgot, if you guys want me to be completely honest. So, it's okay. But as you can see, the Colourpop is a little darker for me. So I do like an outline around the outside. And then I go in the inside with the e.l.f., which is a little, I don't think it's lighter, I think it's just my highlight shade. And between mixing both colors plus the consistency of both, it creates like the perfect concealer to cover my eyes. And I have lately been really into the Zala General sponges, and I will show them to you guys today. Somebody's gonna think I'm crazy when I say that, but it's true. They're really good for not only setting, but also blending. So usually they come in a pack of 2, I think 2 or 3. I usually use this one to set, and then I'll use this one to go back with my powder. So we'll do that real quick. The biggest problem I'm going to run into with this camera is the fact that this camera, my vlogging camera, overheats. And I see the little warning sign on here right now. I'm like, you better not overheat on a makeup tutorial. But I think I'm going to have to come right back, guys. But I did get my concealer blended out. I'm not going to go into any steps without bringing you guys with me. So just give me a moment to get this camera to chill out, literally. So I'm going to get ready to set my under eye. So I just sprayed my other Dollar General sponge with the Rimmel Matte Fix. I keep wanting to say Fix Plus. I forget this is Drugstore. So I'm going to do that. And I'm using the Milani translucent banana powder. So I usually take this, I don't do a lot because I'm not baking, tap off like the excess, and then I'll go in and just do, and even though I say I'm not baking, I know it kind of clearly looks like I'm baking. But what I'll do is whatever excess I have from that, I'll do one more dip into the powder, and then I'll go into the other eye. My favorite translucent under eye powders are not Drugstore. This Milani one does work decently, but the one that works best for me, and I'm just going to put it out here, is the, there's one by Collab and Sally's. And I mean, that's only $16, so maybe that would have been considered Drugstore for you guys, but I didn't want to put anything that was too, anything that was hard to find, like you couldn't go in like CVS or something and get. So, but I do like that powder a lot. This one is not bad. I just feel like it might, even though it lightens up the eyes, which is expected, sometimes it can show my under bags. But actually I'm looking today and it actually worked really good. So it might also be my application. And I think this sponge has made me a lot more better at getting the under eye area where it's not looking cakey and it's not looking crazy, and it also lets me blend it. And I think that was like kind of the key to what I needed to doing the under eye also. So we got that intact. The next thing I'm gonna go in with is just all the extras for the face. So usually when I do makeup, to me, everything has to be balanced. So like if the eyes pop, I have to be low-key lips and face. If the lips and face pop, I have to be low-key eyes. So like if I'm doing a bunch of highlighter, I'm not gonna put an eye on. But I feel like the holidays, I think I said this in my Valentine's Day video, when it's the holidays, you can literally do whatever you want because it's the holidays. You can be extra. You can be extra. So that's why I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take advantage of all the colors. Do you guys see how pretty Red Vino is? I already have like high cheekbones, but this just makes it like, it is the cutest, and it's so pretty for dark skinned women. Sometimes I feel like I don't need a highlighter when I wear this blush because it's just that bomb, so we'll see. But that is Red Vino on my face, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bronzing. I've been using this Milani face powder, and it's called Earth Glow. Unfortunately, this has to be purchased online because you cannot get it in stores. If Earth Glow you cannot find, Morphe also has one called Showmance, and it's also a very nice bronze color, and it's really good for women of color. So take a Real Techniques brush and do a nice dusting of this. I'm like a sucker for a blended bronze. Like I can notice anyone's bronzer is not blending in 2 seconds. Sometimes I'll watch some of my own videos that I've recorded that are makeup videos that I did my makeup for, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my bronzer looks so muddy or it's not blended. So one to judge, right? I judge myself before I judge anybody else. At least that's the synopsis. Alright guys, it is what used to be my favorite time. I still love highlighter, but I feel like, again, I feel like this whole year I've been saying, the older I get, I'm tired of saying that. I don't want to feel old, but literally the older I get, it's just like highlighter, I just need a subtle highlight and I can bounce. But it's the holidays. So this highlighter by Wet n Wild, it's called Awesome Blossom. And it's very, very like bronzy and pretty. This is gonna match our eyes, but it's okay though because it's Christmas. It can match our eyes. This is very nice. This is very pretty. I'm not gonna go ham on it. I can go ham on it. I'm gonna try not to go ham on it, y'all. But she's pretty. And I'm using a Milani. If any of you guys are looking for a good highlighting brush, a Milani, they have a, I think it is called the highlighting brush. All over blending brush, but it looks like this. It's very good for highlighter. This highlighter is bae. Whoa. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I've never used this highlighter before. I just opened the package today and I've had it for a very long time. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm so hyped. I think it's so freaking pretty and it's so freaking pigmented that I think I'm gonna have to use the rest of that swipe to the other cheek. So let's see if I need to pick up more. Look, I told y'all. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, so we don't need no more highlighter, obviously. Popping or not. So here's the part I'm kind of scared for. but you guys are on camera with me, so let's experience this together. Translucent powder. Y'all know I like foundation powders. I like powders that are the same color as my face, so I'm not looking crazy, so I can take pictures but flash and not be looking crazy. But we're going to try the Rimmel Stay Matte today. So this is in Transparent 01. I've heard great things about this setting powder. I actually tried it. I think last week when I did my sit down video, I put this on and I didn't have any issues. So it's Drugstore. I can't use my MAC setting powder, so we're going to use this. I don't think I'm going to need a lot because I have on a matte primer and I have a matte spray, but I just hope it doesn't wash me out. So I'm not going to use a lot. I think that's going to be the key too. Like, you know how I usually dip my brush in my foundation powder and boom, boom, boom? This I'm going to be very gentle with. This actually worked pretty good, and it did set down my face. As y'all can see, I'm kind of avoiding that highlight area, but I can still see my bronzer and everything peeking through too. That wasn't bad, but I'm not going to use any more than that. Alright guys, so we are getting there. All I have to do left is put on lashes. We're going to do some liner, and we're going to do, what am I missing? Oh, lips. I always forget that I got to do lips in the end. So let's set this face real quick. This camera be trying to take all my settings off. I am not the one. Call me number 2. Okay guys, so these are the lashes that I was actually prepping in the last clip. These are the Salon Perfect 614s. You can get these from Walmart. You get 5 in a pack. They are super pretty. They're full, they're glam, but you can also, lately I've been wearing these like on an everyday basis just because I wanted to get more, like, sometimes if you don't use it, you lose it when it comes to makeup, and when I put on, the more I put on lashes, the easier it is for me to do it. So I pretty much just wanted to wear these throughout the month to kind of like get accustomed to putting on lashes and throwing them off. Usually I've been doing this in like 2 minutes tops, not even like a minute tops. So we're gonna see how it's gonna work on camera, because you guys know how it gets when you get on camera. Don't nothing want to work. So what I usually do, I let my glue sit for at least 30 seconds, and that's what I was doing in the last clip, because it'll make it tacky enough for you where you can just throw the lash on. And another tip I do have too is coat your eyelashes in mascara. For me, that makes it easier for me to apply lashes. So okay guys, so quickly, if you guys watched me doing my lower lash line, of course I got a little bit of mascara on my nose. It looks like a beauty mark. Some people probably would leave it there. If that ever occurs to you, remember this is a very transparent channel. I'm showing y'all everything. Take your beauty blender that you use for your concealer, very gently tap on that area until it kind of disappears. See guys, it's gone. So that's a tip or a trick if you ever have that problem. Alright, we are at the end. The last thing we have to do is lips, which is going to be super probably quick. Alright guys, dark lipsticks are always hard for me because I hate when I can see somebody's lips are bleeding. So as you can see, I took a little bit longer than it would take an average person with the lip liner, but it's only because I just wanted to be careful. Now I'm using the Morphe liquid lipstick in Bloodshot. I believe I used this in my Valentine's Day tutorial also, but this is just a very, very nice red for my skin complexion. So if you guys are looking for a good holiday red, this is super cheap. I think it's like $8. back. Auntie has on the chinchilla. No, guys, I just wanted to bring this scarf out. I think it was a super cute touch to this makeup look. I actually surprisingly got this scarf from Five Below. So if any of you guys are looking for it, they had this and they had other different animal prints too. But I really hope there wasn't any animal cruelty in the creation of this. It doesn't feel like it, but anywho, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to another makeup tutorial on my channel, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in and for staying updated on my channel. Again, here, if any of you guys are new, we do videos on makeup, beauty, nursing, and lifestyle. I try to keep a good mix for everybody so everybody can stay balanced and content. But anywho, don't forget to comment down below if you have any recommendations, if you have any great drugstore products that you also like to use, or anything in this video that you already use that you agree with too. I will see you guys in the next upload. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and I will talk to you guys soon.